Hello, my name is Piper, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Technofirma playthrough. The sun is coming up. Zombies seem to have gone elsewhere, so... Except that there's a wither skeleton archer sitting over there. Oh, I think it just despawned. Let's hope. Okay. So, let's evacuate the hideout. And take some large vessels here. And this will give us a fair bit of storage and space, of storage space inside here. So, that should be my storage situation sorted out for a little while at least. Now, let's look back at the quest book again. I was actually just looking at this. Apparently there's a quest I can do, but I need to get wheat seeds. So that's just going to be exploration. I'm going to have to go find those at some point. As far as the Stone Age quests here, getting metal. So what it looks like I have to do is find... Should be able to click, maybe it's right click. This is a gold pan, yes. Thought you could just right click on gravel. Maybe it's because I'm looking through water, it's dealing with the water instead. Fill up your pan with sand or gravel. That's not like a crafting recipe, is it? Oh, no. It's just... can't be looking through water to do it. Okay. So I now have a gold pan, which looks like it's full. And now it's empty. Okay. So if I rinse and repeat that, I wonder if you have to be standing in the water. I think I remember something about that. As long as I'm standing here looking at fresh water, let me take a drink. And let's try and move this thing a little bit closer, shall we? But not do that. I realized right as I was placing that that was about to happen. Silly physics engine. Okay, go ahead and make this a little bit longer. So I think if I just do this, I should eventually get something. Let's clear out my inventory a little bit. Can I... do this? That way I can just sit here. There we go. Nope. Okay. Time to cheat. A little bit. If I remember correctly, log piles don't have physics, so... So I think this is how you do this. But nothing interesting is happening. But it did use up that gravel eventually. So I'm going to keep going with that. See if that is actually what I'm supposed to be doing. And if something interesting happens, I'll be back to show you. Oh, I got some flint. Didn't actually want flint, but I got flint. Okay. Well, I just got something. Platinum nugget. So I needed copper, but I got platinum. I feel like I should be happy about that, since platinum should be more valuable. I'm supposed to get 10 copper out of this. Oh well, let's keep going. Well, I just got some copper from that. So I have 3 platinum and 1 copper from doing this. And now up to 7 copper. Okay. Sun's down, but there weren't any mobs around, so I just kind of stepped just 1 step out of my house here to do some work on some more gravel. Oops. Oh, oops, this gravel came from the other side. And I just got the last copper I need, I think. Yeah, okay, so I've got the copper I need now to complete this quest, and that gives me 10 more. So that's good. Do these stack? Yes, but only up to 16. So then I've got this quest, which means I need molds. Looks like that's going to require clay. Okay, so with the basic things done, it may be time to start looking ahead. With the vessels you got, you could smelt ores, but now giving tool shapes to it. One way you could use would be using molds. They give a rough shape though, not nearly as well done as practiced blacksmith would. You can just make the right shapes out of clay and bake them like you did before. So we need to make pick mold, prospecting pick mold, and a saw. Saw will be useful, because if I get a saw, I can actually make something slightly more advanced out of wood, and I think actually start making chests as well, which means that these storage facilities could become redundant faster than I expected they would. Let's see here. Well, the sun's still down, but let's go ahead and make the clay things while I can. I think, how do you make molds? Clay pick mold. Yeah, it's just like that. Okay. So there's a pick. Also need the prospecting pick, which is made like that. Not like that. There we go. And the prospecting pick is used for finding ores. Basically, you can right-click with it, I think. You can click with it somehow, and it'll tell you roughly how close you are to ores, because you can't go underground and just pull all the iron out of the walls as easily as you can in vanilla Minecraft. So let's see, what was the other thing I needed to make? An axe? Well, not an axe, a saw? Whatever this thing's called. Okay, so... didn't mean to click on that one. Can I make it upside down? I cannot. Okay. Really? Oh, whoops. What's wrong with this? I've done everything correct, except that I hadn't. Okay. So I've got those. Is that zombie still around? If the zombie's not around, I might make a run for the pits. Try to get these cooked before daylight. always do that. Oh, and I don't have my fire starter on me. I don't see that zombie. Darn it. Okay. So, I should be able to get these done, and then I can get some basic tools, I think. I don't actually know how that's done. This is one of the things that changed after the last time I played this. So when I played TerraFirmaCraft before years ago, I think that it wasn't possible to get any kind of tools before you had a basic anvil, which was just made out of rock, and basically doing basic blacksmithing, basically on a stone anvil. But now that we've got the molds and things are a bit different, so I'm hoping that this quest book will tell me how to do that. Let's claim the reward for completing that quest. And that probably has unlocked something over here. Indeed it has. So now you have copper and molds. We need to get some real tools and stop hitting two rocks together to get a tool. You figure if you put the nuggets in a vessel and heat that in a pit kiln, you will probably heat enough to melt, or it will probably heat enough to melt. If you then pour that molten copper into a mold, you could make any tool you want. Not as good as an experienced blacksmith would, but it would get you some tools. And with simple tools, you can get complex tools. Okay, so I need a vessel. Where's my vessel? Vessel is here, ceramic vessel. And I don't know how you put the copper in the vessel. It's not crafting, is it? No, I didn't think so. I'll have to figure that out, but I think I'll have to figure it out after the sun comes up. So, I'll be right back. Apparently you can right-click to do it. Okay, well, either way, I'll be right back. You know what? Actually, I'm feeling a little bit daredevilish. So I'm going to dash out here. And see if I can do this. So that should melt the copper. And the sun's coming back up. And my food has run out. This stuff's growing, but not very fast. Okay, well. Okay, so I'll be back when I have something else I can do here. Ooh. Well, I just stepped away from the base. I should be still close enough for that stuff to still be cooking, but I just wanted to collect a few things. Or to see if I could find some things to collect, and I have found a hot springs. Apparently. According to Wayla, anyway. I don't know what happens if I jump in there. I'd rather not find out. I'm sure it won't feed me, and there's a chance it'll scald me to death, so I'm just going to keep collecting this stuff and then head back to the base. Should be just about ready by the time I get back. And apparently I found some caves with a pig and something on 4 legs. Looked like some kind of deer or deer-ish animal. Okay. That could be worth remembering. And there's a little ravine here. We've got little cave-ins going on. Okay, let's head back. Oh, I just saw the fire go out. Now, metal... At least when I played this before, metal would cool off fairly quickly. So it's possible I have quite a deadline I have to meet here. Is it worth sprinting? I'm going to sprint back just in case, because I don't want to do that all over again. And I've got plenty of onions. Garlic, whatever these things are. Oh, you can shift-click into the crafting grid. That's something new. Okay. So liquid copper, it's not showing a temperature, so maybe I'm not on a time schedule here. That would be nice. Let's get a saw mold, let's get a prospecting pick mold, and let's get a pickaxe mold. And let's do the pickaxe first. How do I do this? Do I just craft? No, didn't think so. Yeah, I've got liquid copper, and I've got... Okay, right-click to place object, or right-click to open inventory. Sneak right-click to place object. That just puts it kind of floating on the ground there. I don't think I can pour. Oh, yeah, I can do it like this, can't I? Sweet. Okay, that works. Boom. So that used up about half, or exactly half. So what do I do with this, then? Which is more important, saw or prospecting pick? Probably prospecting pick. Okay, so I am now officially out of molten copper. Do I have more copper? No, I got exactly enough, didn't I? Yeah, none of those quests gave me any more. Okay. Or at least not other than I already used. Okay, so me and my stack load of garlic here have these two molds. I'm not quite sure what to do with them. Right-clicking doesn't do anything. Do I need to cool them off somehow? Is that what needs to happen? It doesn't say there's still copper. It's like, surely it's not... Oh, apparently just crafting grid. And that consumes the mold. And I now have a copper pickaxe and a copper prospector's pick. Sweet. Okay, so I can now mine stone. But first, let's put down some flowers I found. There's some stone right up here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Yay! I mined it. Oh, of course it gives you rocks, doesn't it? I've got 52. Now I've got 54. Yeah. Okay, so that's how that works. And let's get a torch out here so I can see. Or rather so YouTube can see. These are still not growing very fast. Okay, so let's see if that unlocked any new quests. I have a feeling it did. Okay, well that gives me 5 more copper right there for completing that. I still would like that saw, because the saw will allow me to use more wooden stuff. Sorry for stammering a bit. Dig it. Though you spend a wonderful afternoon gold panning in the sun, you realize it's going to take forever to get enough nuggets to complete your plans. With the new tools in hand, it is time to explore what is below your feet. All the really good stuff is buried in the ground. Not all rock types hold the same ores, so you will want to read about where to find which type of ores. Ores can be found using a prospecting pick, or by finding surface nuggets lying around. They indicate there is a vein very close. First step is copper. You will want a lot of it. Keep in mind that when mining, there is always a risk of cave-ins. So perhaps getting the saw before I do that would be a good idea, because wooden supports to hold up the ceilings are something I remember being very useful before. Raw stone. Okay. I remember this trick. If you cut all 6 sides around a stone, it will just fall and you can pick it up and get raw stone. Probably you will find a use for that. Oh, really? Maybe that means the stone anvil is still a thing? I remember that's how I used to get, or how you used to have to get stone anvils. Just looking at the pictures, I can't quite tell. This maybe is a stone anvil? I'm not sure. We'll see. However, I think we will have to see in the next episode. Again, we have... Let's see, is it still early summer? Okay, so I'm going to take off now. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.